Now exclusive, we spoke to Union Minister of Commerce and Railways Piyush Goyal and asked him to chalk out the details of the recently launched Aatmanirbhar mission by the Government of India. Listen in to know his detailed insights on the same.
My compliments to ET Now for launching the Aatmanirbhar Bharat campaign. India has been blessed with a number of resources: natural, mineral wealth, skilled manpower, a democratic rule-based framework, demographic dividend in terms of a young workforce, a large market of 135 crore aspiring Indians. Yet, for years, we have been overtly dependent on imports, on products coming from other parts of the world, industries in which India had a predominant position until a few decades ago have moved, and over the years, not sufficient focus has been given to promote the India story. COVID, which hit us 3 months ago, brought about the realization about how important Aatmanirbhar Bharat is. Imagine in March 2020, barely 3 months ago, India had only 4 testing labs. We could test only 1,000 samples for COVID-19. We barely had a few thousand PPEs, personal protective equipment, in stock. We didn't have enough ventilators. We didn't have oxygen in sufficient quantity. There was lack of ICU beds. We couldn't create isolation wards in sufficient measure. The situation could have been alarming. Our medical facilities would have been overwhelmed. But for the very decisive and bold decision to go in for the lockdown. We used the time of the lockdown to good measure, both to contain the spread of coronavirus, to break the chain of COVID-19, to prepare domestic manufacturing capabilities for PPEs, for masks, for surgical equipment, grow the medical supplies business, grow the pharmaceutical business. We ensured adequate ventilators to be made available. Our personal protective equipment, PPE production, has grown manyfold from a few thousand a day to now over 400,000 a day. 4 lakh PPEs per day and more are made in India today. So much so that we have recently started exporting PPEs. We've permitted the export of PPEs, and very soon we may even permit the export of ventilators from India, serving the rest of the world. In fact, when it came to medicines, even during the peak of COVID, India behaved like a responsible global citizen and ensured fair supply of medicines to over 150 countries across the globe, of which 50 of them were given medicines as a grant to support their fight against COVID. I think the clarion call towards Aatmanirbhar Bharat has woken the country from its slumber. And today, the entire nation is one with the Prime Minister's initiative. The entire nation has adopted has got the confidence of a self-reliant India, a self-sufficient India. Self-reliance does not mean we are isolating ourselves from the rest of the world. When we talk of Aatmanirbhar Bharat, we are talking of an India which deals with the rest of the world with strength, as an equal, from a position where we are not weak, where we are not under somebody else's control and command. India wishes to engage with the whole wide world, to bring the best of technologies to India, to bring products to India where we need support of the rest of the world, and also create manufacturing in India to scale of world-class quality at cost-competitive prices, so that not only do we meet the needs of the people of India, not only do we ensure domestic supplies, self-sufficiency and timely deliveries, but also become a global dominant player. Nothing is impossible. India has the ability to give extraordinary results once we make up our mind. And opportunities are awaiting us at every step of the way. And I think it is from that position of strength that India is going to become self-reliant. We will move out from a situation where we are overtly dependent on other countries to a situation where not only are we self-sufficient, self-reliant, but also an important player in global value chains. The Aatmanirbhar Bharat package focuses on the 4 Ls: land, labor, liquidity, and law. We are trying to ensure easy availability of land, single window clearance and plug and play infrastructure through the cluster-based approach. Number of states have eased their labor laws to encourage people to invest in India, provide jobs, provide working opportunities. The Reserve Bank and the government are collectively ensuring sufficient liquidity in the banking system to the investors and the businesses, both big and small, so that we can ensure spending and kickstart the economy. And we are decriminalizing a number of laws to make it easier to do business, to make it comfortable to do business. The Aatmanirbhar Bharat package is not a short-term band-aid solution. It's a sustainable long-term program for the prosperity of 135 crore Indians. It's a program that will define the future of India, not only taking us to the $5 trillion mark in the next 5 years, but make us a $10 trillion economy by 2030. We may have lost some time in the last year or so because of the global world trade wars in the initial period and then COVID-19. But we have the resilience, we have the confidence to make up for this lost time and emerge victorious in our targets. I would really like to thank ET Now for launching this program of Aatmanirbhar Bharat. I am sure this effort will inspire more and more awareness amongst our people, particularly the youth. It will spread the mission and truly empower 135 crore fellow Indians. My best wishes to ET Now for the launch of Aatmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you.